Welcome to Devotional Talk, a podcast where we draw closer to God and find spiritual nourishment by exploring a variety of devotional readings. My name is Mike, and I'm delighted to have you join us today as we immerse ourselves in the teachings of Charles Spurgeon. For today's episode, we will be delving into the morning and evening devotional, specifically the morning reading for August 20th. This reading reflects on the life of King David, highlighting his profound trials and temptations. Despite the challenges he faced, David emerged as a revered psalmist, drawing strength and inspiration from his unwavering faith. As we journey through today's reading, let's open our hearts to the lessons and insights that can guide us on our own Christ-centered paths. May this time of reflection bring us closer to God and begin our worship experience. Let's begin. The Sweet Psalmist of Israel, 2 Samuel 23, verse 1. Among all the saints whose lives are recorded in Holy Writ, David possesses an experience of the most striking, varied, and instructive character. In his history, we meet with trials and temptations not to be discovered as a whole in other saints of ancient times, and hence he is all the more suggestive of a type of our Lord. David knew the trials of all ranks and conditions of men. Kings have their troubles, and David wore a crown. The peasant has its cares, and David handled a shepherd's crook. The wanderer has many hardships, and David abode in the caves of En-gedi. The captain has his difficulties, and David found the sons of Zeruiah too hard for him. The psalmist was also tried in his friends. His counselor Ahithophel forsook him. He that eateth bread with me hath lifted up his heel against me. His worst foes were they of his own household. His children were his greatest affliction. The temptations of poverty and wealth, of honor and reproach, of health and weakness, all tried their power upon him. He had temptations from without to disturb his peace, and from within to mar his joy. David no sooner escaped from one trial than he fell into another. No sooner emerged from one season of despondency and alarm than he was again brought into the lowest depths, and all God's waves and billows rolled over him. It is probably from this cause that David's psalms are so universally the delight of experienced Christians. Whatever our frame of mind, whether ecstasy or depression, David has exactly described our emotions. He was an able master of the human heart because he had been tutored in the best of all schools, the school of heartfelt, personal experience. As we are instructed in the same school, as we grow matured in grace and in years, we increasingly appreciate David's psalms and find them to be green pastures. My soul, let David's experience cheer and counsel thee this day.